Good evening. My name is Rafia, and over here is Puneet and Hasnain, and we are here to giving presentation on Samsung. And I would like to present more slides about our topic. And our topic is Samsung. Thank you. Samsung is a South Korean organization, and that is a one the world's biggest makers of electronic gadgets. Samsung has a partially experienced in the creation of the wide industry gadget, including machines, advanced media gadgets, semiconductor, memory chips, memory chips. It has gotten a quite possibly the most unmarkable names, innovation, and producer of the fifth of the South Korean absolute peers on Samsung originally. Entered the hardware business in 1969 with a few gadgets centered of a division for the first item was the Hive TV during 1970. The organization started to send out home gadgets item abroad around the Samsung was the point significant market in Korea. The last part of the 1970 and the mid of the it is the quick extension in a Samsung innovation organization. Next, please. Business model. Founded in the 1938, Samsung is the world's largest seller of smartphone now. It is not only does it specials in a foods, but it's also sector business. Initially, Samsung started up as a trending company, and then income three decades. It involved food processing, insurance, textile, retail, and security. In 1960, the current times of the business, Samsung is making most of the money from electronic, mainly from phones and semiconductor. Value proposition Samsung relies on its image of well engineered product in affordable price and on marketing 2018. Profit maximization. Samsung revenue has grown from $178 billion in 2015 to $222 billion in 2018. Although it is expected that decline about $200 billion in 2022. The revenue of declined of 20 billion dollar over 2 years will be driven primarily by the semiconductor segment, which is being impacted a low memory price. Next, please. Samsung works like numerous other Asian makers like NEC Corporation and Sony Corporation with a concentration and vertical integration of a search of items. Samsung is available in many business sectors, including level boards, sensor, LED lights, battery, gaming frameworks, camera, TV machines, cell phones, transport, tablets, cell phones, and surprisingly clinic hardware priority that tuning its sites to Apple. Next, please. Pestle. Pestle analysis is basically used to measure the effect of external factors on a business. Samsung Pestle analysis include the extensive analysis of the political, economical, social, technology, and legal factor that they are affecting the electronic corporation in a different way. Political. A set of political eliminate which such as a political in the country. The occasion referred to above represent to and strive the business enterprises to gain high quality effect of the political eliminates by using unlawful ability to strategy with the doubtlessly extreme, unsafe, and impact Samsung manufacturing. Economically, South Korean currency is a one principal financial eliminate that provide to have a dangerous influence on Samsung revenue. One, appreciation has been named with the aid of the employer as principal motivate decline. Secondly, quarterly engineering in 2014. Sorry. Social. Samsung is a mainly South Korean household. Our multinational, the potential that no matter in the international footprint, it nevertheless operates for the Korea as a Korean company. Therefore, there are various elements and its world operation, some of which constant adapting itself to the neighborhood conditions, social, culture, eliminate and distant in the every country, and it has to rotate. Technology. Samsung can be regret being amongst the world's main modern companies. The capability that the organization is at and benefit of some distance and harassing the strength of the science and regretting innovation of sustainability enterprises benefit in concerned that no adapted how speedy you are attention customer for this age of big bang distribution. Environmental. Samsung is a very energetic when it's come to discount of the greenhouse gases of the atmosphere as very nicely compared that the world is dealing with the largest hazard of extinction due to the mass of air pollution surroundings resources. Legal factors. Samsung has no legal longer being going for a walk, no better it legal problem as considered. Samsung has been on the headlines of pretty for intention for a quite number of allegations and controversy. The public guide had additionally performed the principle of function for Samsung getting ethical and strategic support. Thank you from my side.
Thank you so much, Rafia. This is Hasnain here. Now I'm talking about the Porter 5 forces. Porter 5 more forces model is a framework that is used to determine the strategic position of any business entity. The model encompasses five basic aspects with help in identifying how the business should place in next step in the industry. Uh, First of all, rivalry among competitive firms. There are a lot of competition among the companies in the IT and electronic industry, but the competition increases even more between the tech giant like Apple and Samsung. Basically, Samsung directly competitor is Apple, and both are always in a race as both of them manufacture almost the same type of products. The rivalry has resulted in multiple lawsuits due to the intense competition. Samsung must always be aware of its competitor and must increase its own brand image and market share. New entrant. Newbies in the industry need to increase their awareness of brands and consumer, which can be difficult given that existing brand as well known, and there are many mature tech companies. Product produced by companies such as Samsung and Apple are considered high quality and the best on the market. And any startup company should be content by to be considered fake and inferior. Bargaining power of buyer. There are large number of competitors in the mobile device industry, providing consumer with a wide range of choice. Although innovation is important issues for many consumer, price is still important. It is really relevantly easy for consumer to switch from one company to another, depending on which company offers the best choice and lower price. All company in the industry protect the same consumer group, which gives consumer get bargaining power. Bargaining power of supplier. There are many component supplier in the wireless industry. So when the supplier products price are too high, companies can easily switch from one company as a supplier to another supplier, which reduce the supplier bargaining power and preventing Samsung Electronics from affecting to its demand. Threat of substitute as a device that provide a consumer with a multiple function, including voice calls, application, and function to play music. Smartphones are becoming more and more popular. The development of alternative product is detrimental to Samsung Electronics because it's limit. Uh, Now I'm talking about like value chain analysis. The value chain analysis, two type of the activities, main activities and auxiliary activities. Main activities are a group of activities directly related to value, and on the other hand, auxiliary activities are activities that support the main activities in the value chain. We have the two type of activities like primary activities and standard activities. Sport activities. In that primary activities, we have like four components. Five components is inbound logistics, operation, outbound logistics, marketing and sales, and services. These all the components are very important for the companies as a primary activities. On the sport activities, we have like four components like procurement, HRM, technology, and infrastructure. You know, all the company are based on the four components as a sport activities. Thank you so much. Now, further Puneet will explain. Puneet.
Good evening, everyone. I would like to take this opportunity to explain SWOT analysis of Samsung. Strengths. Dominates the smartphone market. Samsung has dominating the smartphone market for years. According to the Gartner, in Q1 of 2020, Samsung has maintained the number one spot globally with the 18.5% market share, whereas Apple is at 13.7% market share. Research and development. The foundation of Samsung has always been on innovative research and development. Expenditure in this department is resulted in the company have a wide range of product portfolio among its competitors. Ecological friendly innovations. Samsung has enhanced its brand's reputation through its environmentally friendly innovations. It secured its ranking at ninth position in the top 30 tech and telecom companies of the EPS 2016 Green Power Partners list. Strong in the Asian markets. Samsung retains a stronghold in the Asian markets, particularly India and China. Both India's and China's business markets are growing substantially, which is why Samsung has taken advantage of the opportunity and incentivized in these countries accordingly. Weakness. Heavily dependent on the American market. It is estimated that both Apple and Samsung sold at least 70.8% of smartphones in the USA. While Samsung has diversified its resources and expanded its operation in Asia, it is still heavily dependent on the American markets. Decline in the smartphone sales. Samsung has been experienced a decline in the smartphone sales since 2017. A similar trend was seen in China due to the price sensitivity of the Chinese market. Third one, the product failures. Any product that threatens the life of consumer erodes confidence and trust in the company. Samsung has delivered several faulty products to the market, from the exploding Samsung Galaxy A20e to a faulty foldable phone. Opportunities. Triple protection proposition. Samsung is preparing to launch its new air conditioned product called the triple protection proposition that incorporates cutting edge technology and impeccable construction. Diversification and acquisition. It is critical that Samsung avoids the mistake of being limited to just one marketplace. It not only invites the risk from economic perspective, but it also attracts unwanted political polarization and negative media publicity. Introduce innovative products. The smartphone sector is highly dynamic, with the latest trends going out of style is an instant. Samsung can attain immense growth by setting the trend with great and innovative products like the foldable phone. 5G technology. As the world moves to 5G, Samsung has capacity and know how to exploit this opportunity. The company is already in active commercial discussions with operators in the European Union to supply 5G and 6G network equipment. Samsung is one of the top companies in the UK's list of potential 5G providers. Threats. Patent infringement controversy. Samsung has been involved in the controversies that have threatened its business. Its rival Apple filed a lawsuit against Samsung for patent infringement, which underwent a heated court battle for several long years. Increased competition. Competition from opponents, especially from those within the consumer electronics, smartphone products, and computing industries, has reached a high record. Whether it's Xiaomi, Apple, or Huawei, all the technological competitors are out maneuvering and outperforming each. Legal and regulatory threats. With the world becoming more globalized and digital oriented, government authorities have begun issuing their guidelines, which are increasing legal and regulatory threats to companies around the globe. Samsung is no expectation to these rules. Samsung is no exception, has no exception to these rules. Economic uncertainty. Recent events have catalyzed uncertainty in the global market and led to a decline in new smartphone sales by 20.2% in Q1 of 2020. Financial struggles have forced many consumers to seek recycled or refurbished phones. Sustainable international market. Next, please. Samsung, being the globe brand, sustain their market over decades, and these are the primary factors on which they base their sustainability on: providing products on time, continuous improvement, and flexibility in enhancement. Target market. Samsung's target market extends globally and its segments and targets almost all customers segment, but preferably people who are used to and handy with technology and find it easy to adapt to new changes and trends in the technology. Strategy of Samsung. Samsung is a renowned brand for reason. Next, please, Hasnain. Samsung is a renowned brand for a reason, as they understand the need of technology and the increasing demands for assistance and help that relies on the technology. Fulfilling those needs and gaps on the consumer ends makes Samsung products do well in the marketing. Organizational structure. Samsung has a product type division organizational structure. This structure types use product categorization as the basis of for determining which resources and business operation belong to certain divisions, such as the company device solution division. The entire corporate structure is unified by a Samsung headquarters, which are located in the Seoul. Product type division, centralized corporate hierarchy, and geographical groupings. Product type division. Samsung's organizational structure's main characteristic is a product type division. Each division is a group of resources and operations that represent a product category, considering that further business diversification is possible. The following are the product type division in the Samsung organizational structure: consumer electronics, device solution, IT, and mobile communication. Second one is the centralized corporate hierarchy. Samsung's corporate structure involves a hierarchical model despite its product type division. The corporate headquarters are the most notable manifestation of this hierarchy, which is the part of an organizational design for ensuring that the conglomerate's operation are unified and effectively directed towards growth and operational effectiveness. Geographical groupings. Samsung used geographical groupings or division as the minor characteristics of its corporate structure. For example, Samsung Electronics North America is a geographical division within Samsung Electronics, which is a product type division. Through this characteristics of organization structure, the company implements region-specific strategies, such as strategies intended for the North American market for device solutions. There are some recommendations. Samsung has been the largest identifier in the technical world, as they have nearly have an effect on the whole populace of the world. Bring the technology to the lives of the human has been the high purpose of the company. As we speak, even the mightiest has to face some failure in their life, but Samsung constantly rose and rose high. Thank you so much all for your contribution. Thank you.
Thank you so much.